Hi everybody, welcome to the latest episode of the Taco Tuesday podcast. This is Brandon.
And this is Jake.
And we are coming to you from this very beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
Sitting on Brandon's porch.
Yeah. Just, kicking back, enjoying our...
It is really nice out.
Our orange and our lemon lime sodas. Yes.
I do like a nice lemon lime soda once in a while, as a treat. You can't do it every day.
No, God, no. Then you look like me. Which is very round indeed.
Yeah.
So what's been going on? Life.
Man,
how's life off of Facebook? Are you back on Facebook? You've taken Facebook back up, right?
I took Facebook back up.
You traitor.
I sucked at not being on Facebook. It's actually, that's a good segue into what I wanted to talk about anyways, but
okay.
I got off Facebook, and then I got a tattoo done, and there was a girl who's a tattoo artist, right?
You've been getting tattooed on the regular.
I got 2 tattoos in 2 weeks, but...
Ooh, big splendor.
By the way, if anybody's listening, I am your authority on all things finger guns. Holler at your boy.
Yeah.
If you have any questions. But I got this tattoo.
You're the expert, huh?
I got a tattoo of a shark shooting finger guns on my ribs, and there was a girl there who I've seen before who I find very attractive, and I didn't she looked at the tattoo, she liked it. I went back the next day because I had problems putting the bandage that they put on tattoos on.
Yeah. And
so she was there, and she stopped what she was doing. She was with another customer. She stopped what she was doing to help me, and I was generally I'm the kind of person that thinks if somebody's flirting with me, they're just being nice,
Right.
But I was I think she's flirting with me. So I got back on Facebook so I could find out if she was interested, so I could creep,
For sure.
And then I just left it.
So you creep.
But here's the weird thing: I had been I had started talking to this girl a month and a half ago, I guess. And then she, about a week after we started talking, I was like, hey, let's go out to dinner sometime. And she's like, look, I thought that I'd be ready, but I don't think I am. And I was like, all right, fine. And so, but we had kept in contact, and I told her about the tattoo girl. And then all of a sudden she's like, I regret not going on this date with you. And tattoo girl never, I sent her a message and was just like, hey, what's up? And she never got back to me. So I was like, all right,
And that
either she's not interested or she doesn't get on Facebook, but I'm not going to press the issue.
Yeah.
I made an attempt, that's it,
Yeah, for sure.
But then, so I started talking with this girl again, and I thought things were going great. I mean, they were, but she lives an hour and a half away and has a kid. She has 2 part-time jobs and just picked up a third part-time job.
Yeah.
And I was just we just decided that it wasn't going to work out, but it kind of sucks. I feel like it's one of those things where I know that it's not this, all the reasons that we had for not pursuing a relationship were good reasons. They made sense, and
yeah.
It was not just her idea. I was yeah, this is just not going to work out. But then there's this part of me that's maybe I'm unlovable, and that's why it was. And she was just giving me all these reasons, that I agree with, just to not hurt my feelings or something.
Right.
Just had this unlucky streak with women. I don't know if it's because I'm bad at dating or if I just pick the wrong ones. I don't know.
If anything, I'm seeing that you're having bad luck with women that live pretty far away. You know what I mean? You're talking to these girls that live hour and a half away.
Why am I
couple
doing
hours? Ooh, that guy has the biggest penis. I don't know, man.
Well, and then the girl I dated though, Ryan, she lives one town over.
Yeah.
That didn't work. But, you know, I don't know, man. I don't think it's like... I'm sure that, like... You know, I know that I have my faults and my character defects or whatever, but I don't... Like, I honestly don't think that that's the reason I've had bad luck. It's just, you know... Like, for me, I'm the kind of guy that I can't, like, help but think that that probably is the main reason, even though there's probably other reasons or better reasons than that for why it's not working.
Right, and don't put it all on your shoulders. It's probably just a mixture. I mean, you don't. I don't know. I mean, some of your stuff doesn't jive well with their stuff. It can't be all just, oh, you are a piece of work and they're perfect. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know. You don't want to get into a relationship with somebody if from the get they can't see themselves going any further with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't take it so personal. I guess you know.
Yeah, you're right.
I lucked out. I found somebody that could control me like pretty early on in my life.
Yeah.
Maybe you gotta.
I just need to find my Trish, huh?
Yeah. You gotta let yourself go.
The thing that was frustrating is that you know, like, I don't know, I was just open to the idea of us dating, even though, you know, and I guess part of it is my fault, but she said, hey, I'm not ready to date, and I said okay, and I moved on immediately. Yeah. And then but we were still talking, and like I was just, you know, treating her like a friend, like we were. I mean, we still are, I guess. But yeah. I would like call her dude or like Bubs. Like I call people Bubs, and she sent me a text, and she's like, "I feel like you look at me as just another guy, and I don't like it." And I was like, "Well, you know, we're friends. You know, like that's right." It's just what you know, like why did you pursue me if you didn't have any, you know, intentions of actually trying to date. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that. I think that's the part. Like you told me no, and then you wrote me back in, and then you told me no again. It's just like
right.
I mean, and I don't think that she did it like in a mean way. I mean, and we've talked about it. Like, but it's still
but still, even subconsciously, it's still pretty like confusing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not so easy to take in. It's like, oh, I'm good enough, or I'm not, or you know. And back and forth with that kind of thing. It's dating's hard to read anyway.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
it's so dumb.
The more and more I see of it on the outside, like anytime me and my wife have arguments now, there's like, oh my god, it'd be so much easier just to have my own place, and she can come get the kids on the weekends, and then I look out. I look out from my gated married community,
right?
And I look out and I see everybody crying on Tinder and Bumble and all these other dating apps. I go, nope, can't do it. I'm so sorry, honey.
Right.
Whatever it is you screwed, like I can overlook it.
Yeah. We can work through it.
Yeah. You know? So I don't know, man. Friggin', I can't really give any dating advice just because I haven't dated in so long. Like I turned 18. I
don't think you've ever really dated much, huh? I mean, because you got in the relationship early, and then you guys have just been together ever since.
Right, exactly.
So, fuck your advice.
Basically, like I turned 18. I graduated. I'm like, I'm going to see the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Started dating a girl when I was 18. That ended in disaster.
Oh, okay.
And then kept throwing myself at any female that would come my way just to get turned down over and over and over again. And then my wife comes into the picture, and she says, "Oh, I've been flirting with you for the last couple months." Like, when? I didn't see any of that.
Right.
And then
it's because we're dumb.
Yeah. Oh, we're dumb as shit. And then that turned into a relationship, and then turned into marriage, and poop, a couple fuck trophies, and here we are. We're on a porch.
Hell yeah. So, anyways, I mean, I don't really. We don't need to talk about this anymore. That's just my life. is not bad. My life is just
Yeah.
fine. It feels like there's a little like upheaval.
Yeah.
The other thing that's been going on is I've felt like this for the last few months, but
Yeah, let's talk about
I
this.
went to when I first got clean. I started going to NA, and that's what helped get me and keep me clean. And NA has been a godsend. I mean, without it, I don't know that I would be where I am today. But with that being said, I also don't think that it, like, for me, NA has served its purpose.
Okay.
It got me clean, but I haven't felt like at home, or like NA has felt like a chore to me and not something that I want to do. And that,
Okay.
I don't think is how you should feel about it.
Now, is there any kind of worry on your end that if you do stop going to NA, that all this time you think, oh, it's not kind of the same way with what do you want to call it, bipolar disorder. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the medication that they're put on, the effects are so just standard, like normalizing, that after a while they look at it as like, oh, well, I'm good, I'm cured, I don't need these pills anymore, and then they take themselves off the pills, and then later on go right back into the same old behavior, and they go, what's happening? Why am I broken again? Do you think that if you leave NA, that there's any kind of danger in falling back into old habits?
I mean, yeah, of course. There's always. I mean,
Do you
even
have a plan
going
in place?
even going to NA, there's a danger that you can fall into old habits and practices. But what NA has done is it's given me tools. You know, I mean, like simple things like, you know, what they say is like playing the tape forward. If you think like, hey, maybe I want to have a drink or smoke a joint or do a line or whatever, you know, play that tape forward, see where it's going to take you, because it's never as simple as that. Like as an addict, I can never just have a line or smoke a joint. Like it will never stop at just that, and I know that. And I mean, yeah, there's definitely a fear, but I think it's a healthy fear, and that's kind of what keeps me kind of on the straight and narrow, I guess.
Okay.
Is that, for one, I just like, drugs don't hold the same desire like they used to, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think about drugs and think, oh, shit, man, like, I'm missing out, or this is something I want to do. It just, like, it doesn't do that for me at all.
Yeah.
But to say that, like, I'm not worried at all would be a lie. I mean, sure, there's risk. But I've also looked into other recovery tools. There's a non-12-step program called Smart Recovery. And they have, like, online discussions. They have online meetings, you know, where you can just, like, FaceTime with other people.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of more my speed if I go back into recovery, but I don't know. I'm not terribly worried, aside from the fact that, you know, there's an inherent risk anytime you stop doing something that has worked for you.
For sure. Well, I'm still learning in the ways of NA or AA or any of these programs, and I'm not exactly sure how the sponsorship program works or side of things works. But just know that if there's ever a time where, say, your communication with your current sponsor through NA falls through or whatever, you need somebody to talk to, I keep stupid hours. Never.
And I talked to my sponsor today, and he obviously, I mean, he's like, I've talked to two people from the program about my decision, and one was like, look, you got to do what's best for you. You know, his was more of like a fatherly, like, hey, you got to do what's best for you. Don't let other people, throw you off your path.
Absolutely.
And you've got a place to come back to if you need it. And then my sponsor was not